Hello, 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 and happy Wednesday, my friends. Come on in, say hello. How are you all doing? As you all come in, drop in the comments. Let me know where you're from, where you're joining from, what you do, and let me know how is your Wednesday going. Okay, come on in, come on in. And today we're talking how to be a more productive leader. So if you're new here, welcome. I am Chevy Mag, the founder and CEO of Mag Leadership Academy, and welcome to the Lead Like the CEO podcast/show. Come on in and let me know that you can hear me by dropping a one in the chat. All right, come on in, y'all. And as y'all come in, hashtag replay. I am live here on LinkedIn, which is my main platform, but also I'm on YouTube as well at Chevy/Lead Like a CEO. And also you can catch me on Facebook at Chevy Mac. If there are any questions, by all means, drop it in the comment as you are listening. If you feel like, hey, this resonated with you, please share this with someone else in your community. And welcome S. Maxwell tuning in from Jersey. Yes, you can hear me. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Love it, love it, love it. Welcome. Let me know how your Wednesday is going. It is the middle of the week, and tomorrow is Halloween. And also let me know if you are going to be giving out candy. I will already bought 2 bags of candy ready to go. My 4-year-old, 5-year-old, I don't know why I'm saying 4, she's 5, is ready to go. She's dressing up tomorrow to go to school as the cat. They're doing the mouse and the clock story, but also she's going to be dressed up as Ladybug. So she saw the costume and she's like, "Can I try it on?" I'm like, "Nope. Let's leave it in the bag because we want to make sure that we have everything in place for the actual day." And my son, he's going simple. He's 14. I said, okay. So I'm just going to be at the door just giving out candy because I do enjoy doing that. All right. As Maxwell stated that Wednesday is truly feeling like a hump today, LOL, but overall day is doing well. Excited for Halloween tomorrow and all the fun festivities. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited to see all the kids out there with their costumes and the ones who are going to come up and try to grab all the candy and the ones who are going to be like scared to even take one piece of candy. You got to say, hey, take some. But yes, come on in, y'all. Happy Wednesday and welcome to the Lead Like a CEO show. I'm your host, Chevy. And if you're new here, I am a retired Air Force veteran after 22 plus years of serving in the best United States Air Force. And now, as your people development consultant, I help you, mission driven businesses and organizational leaders, to optimize your time by helping you to elevate your leadership, increase your team performance, and your growth. Okay. So, and I do that by bringing in my 22 plus years of military leadership, mentorship, education, because I was an instructor before. So I bring all of what I know and have done to help you optimize how you lead, how you develop your team, and how you run your overall mission driven business. So if you're in a space and like, hey, Chevy, I'm at capacity that I need to really focus on X, Y, and Z, but my time is being consumed with other things, then I am your person. Okay. I'm all about building, developing, and growing individuals. So today we're going to talk about how you can be a more productive leader. Okay. And I'm going to share some insight as well too, because sometimes there's times when I need to be productive and I am procrastinating. So let me know in the chat from 1 to 5, 5 being like the top, like, do you see yourself as being the productive person? Like you are like, hey, I know I'm productive all the time consistently. Or you like, let's be honest, Chevy, I'm probably like a 2, 3, because some days I'm great and some days I'm procrastinating and doing X, Y, and Z. So let me know in the chat from 1 to 5, how do you view yourself as being a productive leader? And this is a time for you to be honest with yourself. Okay. So how to be more productive. So sometimes we as leaders, including myself, and if I look back at my time in the military, sometimes, I was doing all the things because I was being pulled in so many different directions. And then by the end of the day, I look up and I'm like, what did I really get done? Let me know in the chat if you've ever experienced that, where you felt like you were so busy, but then nothing really got done. Drop a yes in the chat if you can relate. Because too often, as busy business owners, organizational leaders, we have so much on our plates that we feel like we can't even process all of the things that we have on our plates. So we end up utilizing our time on things that are non-essential, on things that we truly need to be focused on. So we end up not being productive. We have great intentions from the beginning as we, start our day. We're like, hey, I'm going to get X, Y, and Z done. But that doesn't happen because we are so consumed with all the other things that are going on in the business that our team members can handle. So let me share what S. Maxwell said. She said, I used to say I am the princess of procrastination. Uh-oh, I like that. Until I got into a leadership role where procrastination could cost me not only my time, but also my finances, LOL. So some days we do have to give ourselves a pep talk to get going because things can't always wait to be done 100%. And this is just a great example of self-awareness because you're not alone, S. Maxwell. I've been in this position where, I love to be productive. I like to get things done, but there have been times where I'm just like, no, I need to get things done. Like, for example, when I was on active duty, I, was, facilitating, teaching in my role, but also I was a new mom to my third child, and she was 6 months at the time. I was, I launched my business. I had invested in my first coach. This was March of 2020. So right when COVID happened. And then also I had enrolled into my doctoral program. So now as a, ambitious, driven individual, I'm trying to juggle all these different things. And honestly, I try to be productive, but I was burning myself out trying to do all the things. So what did I have to do? The decision, the CEO decision that I had to make for my life was to drop something. But I couldn't drop the kids because guess what? They're a part of me. And I couldn't drop the military because guess what? That's a requirement. And my business is something that I wanted to put my time and energy in. So I disenrolled, I will say, from my classes because that was taking a lot of my time. And also what I would do, which hinder how I, hinder me from being more productive, was the fact that when the assignment was due on Sunday, your girl was like, in my mind, in my prep mind, and what I wanted to do was like, okay, by Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z for the assignment. So at least by Saturday, I'm completely done. And I had great intentions, but what happened at the end? Your girl was fighting with herself, mad, aggravated, like, oh my goodness, I'm up till 11 o'clock trying to get this assignment done. Let me know if you've done that before, because we are doing other things. We're procrastinating, which again impacts how productive we are as leaders. So before I dive into the 3 strategies to help you be more productive, I'm going to give you 3 things that are impacting your ability to be more productive in your role. Number 1 is you are distracted with non-essential tasks. When I say non-essential tasks, so think about what are the things that your team members are calling upon you to come up with a solution for, or they need support in, that you're thinking to yourself, like, you could have done this by yourself. Like, you don't need me for this. You're putting out fire. You're spending your time putting fires out because you have created the environment where your team feels like they cannot execute without you being the final decision maker. And that needs to shift. So you're spending your time focused on doing non-essential tasks when you should be focused on things that are going to drive your growth, elevate your leadership skills and abilities as the leader, as a CEO. So that's one thing that is hindering you from being a more productive leader. Second thing is that you are pulled into many different directions. So again, you're doing a lot of different things, or maybe you're spending your time on social. Sometimes we can get lost on TikTok or on, Instagram, or even here on LinkedIn. And I've caught myself in that, cycle at times. And what I noticed for me, if I go on, like my daughter will send me a link to TikTok because I'm not even on TikTok like that. And I notice when I go there to watch the video, man, I'm like on there for 30 minutes. And I'm like, no, I can't, because now that's the time that I'm spending on social. I'm not able to be productive at all. So as you are navigating or avoiding things as the leader because you're like, man, I'm overwhelmed, I'm tired, I feel burnt out, are you spending a lot of your time on a specific platform watching non-essential things that is taking you away from focusing on the CEO task, the leadership task? So that was number 2. Time management. Time management. With time management, I went to an event last week. It was last week. Was it last week or the week before? 2 weeks ago. And no, it was last week. And the leader of the event mentioned, like, hey, I need help with time management, because this leader, you could tell, well, I could tell based on how they were interacting and moving and the loss of focus during the event, like, okay, this individual needs some structure, someone to kind of say, hey. And even the individual significant other was like, yes, they need some help. So managing your time effectively. And I know some days we're like, we don't want to do anything and we just want to just relax, because I get those days as well too, especially being a mom, running a business. It can be overwhelming at times, but you have to figure out, okay, where is my time going? Is it on social? Is it on, listening to YouTube? Is it listening to podcasts? Is it in the weeds of the business? Is it, putting out fires? Is it, supporting the team members who are going through challenges? Maybe there's one team member who you have to continue be responding to for different reasons, whatever that is, because that hinders your productivity as a leader as well too. You may have high performing team members, but also you may have team members who consistently take up your time as well too. I remember when I was on active duty, and myself and other co-workers, we were facilitating the session with senior leaders. These are leaders who are, supporting organizations, like running their own organizations, or an assistant to the organizational leader. And one of the questions that I asked to the entire group, and they were allowed to share, was like, okay, what is the one thing that has taken up 90% or even majority of your time? And one individual shared that one individual was taking up majority of his time, which impacted his ability to show up for other people within his unit and do his job, because that one person took up his time. And that may be happening for you in your business or in your organization. You have one employee that is consistently only looking to you for the answer, support, all the things, and that needs to shift. Okay. So today I'm talking about how you can be more productive as a leader. But before I get into that, I wanted to share those 3 things of what, and it's a lot more, there are different things that are preventing you from being productive. I know I go through some phases as well too, where I'm just like, I am tired from dealing with a 5-year-old Energizer Bunny young lady. And the weeks I'm like, let me just relax, knowing that I have a lot of other things to do, but I give myself that grace. But I have to make sure that I don't stay in that space for too long, because that's now is going to prolong me being productive and getting things done, because I don't want to just do something and just to be doing it when there's no true end result of what I'm trying to get to in the sense of my goals, the goals for my business. So definitely start looking at how can you be more productive. And the first thing that you can do as a CEO, as the leader who's running a multi-million-dollar business, is to get control of your time. Time is something that we cannot get back at all. So what I like to do, I like to make sure that I very productive as much as possible, that is result driven, result focused. Like I see it something that's tangible. And I had to do a reality check with myself because at one point I was like, where's my time going? I feel like the day has gone, but didn't really get anything done. And what I realized for me, I was not controlling my time. I was just going with the flow. And I think because of retirement in the military, when I'm used to just having structure, and now it's like I have all this time to do what I want, in my business when the kids are at school. So what I had to do to make myself productive throughout my day as a business owner was to take control of my time. So what I started to do was put everything in my calendar. And yes, before I would put like certain like appointments on my calendar, but now y'all, like I put everything, like, dropping my son uniform off to get clean because he's in junior ROTC. That was in my calendar. Responded to someone who followed up with me multiple times. And I'm like, in my head, my mental, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get it done. I said, let me put this in my calendar, not on my to-do list. Let me put that in my calendar, because what's going to happen, I'm going to get that reminder, which is going to allow me to, okay, I need to do this at this specific time. And I'm putting a specific time of when I need to get this done. So look at how can you take control of your time so that you can be more productive as you navigate in your business, leading your business, lead your team, make decisions, spend time with friends and family. How can you take control of your time so that you can be more productive? Because we don't want to waste time, because when we waste time, we are wasting opportunities and money. Okay. All right. Second thing that you want to do to be more productive is focus on key tasks. I said a lot of times we are focused on non-essential tasks as the decision maker, as the leader of your business, of your area, your AOR, which is your area of responsibility. That's a military term that we use in the military. So be but make sure that when it comes to your area of responsibility, that you are focused on key tasks. Don't try to do all of it. Sometimes we like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, and we're micromanaging. When you are micromanaging your team, then you are not productive in your role, because you are so focused on what your team is doing. Empower your team. Let them execute. Let them bring what they have going on, the solutions to you. Don't feel like you have to give the solution all the time, because that is taking away time from you to be and operate in your role on your task as the leader. Okay, if you're still with me, drop a 3. Like, let me know that you're still here. Let me know that you connect with what I'm sharing. And the third thing that you want to make sure that you do or have in place so that you can be a more productive leader is to have and hire the right support. So I just got off a sales call with an individual who's looking for support to optimize their leadership, their overall business structure, and how they run things, which I can definitely can support them, because that's what I do, is help you to optimize your leadership, your team performance, and the growth of your company and how you run it. And just from the conversation with this individual, they said they're looking to hire managers and different individuals to support them, because they are at capacity. Like, they are productive, but they're not productive in the role and focus on the things that they need to focus on as the CEO. So they're looking for support to help them to get to that point where they can spend more time operating in their role as a CEO, to become a better leader, to create a more optimized business operation so that they can grow and create contracts, opportunities with the government, and so forth. So as you are looking to be more productive, look at who do you have around you to support you. Because if you have team members in place and you are doing a lot of the same work as your team members, then it is time to reevaluate how you want your team to support you. Because as the leader in your business or in your organizations, you have to look at what are my, going back to the tasks, what should I be focused on? What higher level things should I be focusing on as the leader of my job or in my role as in an organization? This is how you become more productive, is owning your time, focusing on key tasks, and making sure that you have the right support that can handle the other side of the business that you don't need to focus on. So if you are currently in a space where you're like, I'm doing a lot, but the results and the productivity that I'm looking for is not there because a lot is going on, then I can help you. And what I do with one-on-one, I really assess how you are running your operations, and then I help you to develop your leadership skills so that you can be more productive. And I also come in and develop your team so you can spend time focus on the growth of your company and be more productive in your role. Okay. So if you are at this junction of where you like, hey, I need support because I feel like my time is running away from me. And I feel like I am just getting just smothered with all the things, and you're ready for a breath of fresh air, to feel ready to feel lighter, but also more productive, then all you have to do is send me a simple message, reach out to me. We can hop on a Zoom call to share, or you can just ask me some questions in the DM. I will be happy to answer. But I'm here to help you be more productive and create the results that you are looking to see for yourself, for your team, but also for your business. All right. Any questions? If you're watching this later on, #replay. If there are any questions that you may have, you can drop it here in the comments, or you can send me privately to my inbox. But again, if you're new here, welcome to the Lead Like the CEO show. I am Shevvy Mack, retired Air Force veteran after 22 plus years, and I'm bringing all of my expertise and my love for developing people as your people development consultant to help you elevate your leadership, enhance your team performance, and your growth of your company. I'm here every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and have an amazing day. Happy Halloween if you celebrate. See y'all later.